Today we will use Python to create an algorithm to help us solve the popular Wordle game. We will write a program that lists the remaining Wordle choices. So let's get started. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Wordle, you try to guess a 5-letter word within 6 attempts. So I'll guess a word arise, and this is known as a good starting word. And if you see that the box surrounding the letter is surrounded in a grayish black, it's not in the word. If it's surrounded with yellow, it's in the word, but in an incorrect position. However, if it's green, that's the right letter in the right position. So now let's use Python to go from this word to get to the answer. There's over 13,000 5-letter correct Wordle guesses, but only 2,300 valid Wordle answers. So I'm going to use the valid Wordle answers.txt file in my Wordle.py file. The first thing I'm going to do is create a list of empty words. Then I'm going to load all the valid answers. And I'll do this by saying with open, which is Wordle answers.txt. And I'm going to open this as file. Then I want to read every word from every line. So I'll do for line in file, words.append, line.strip. So this will then give us a list of every valid word, and then we'll just eliminate words from there. And each time we run through it, it will give us the remaining possible choices. The next thing I'm going to do is put all the commands in a function called playWordle, and I'll call it down below. And this function will eliminate all the incorrect words, and I'll create a while loop, and I'll say while the length of words is greater than 1, then I'm going to say for position in range 5, because there are 5 letters in each word. Now then ask the user to input a letter, and it will say what letter did you put in position 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Since the for loop goes from 0 to 4, I incremented by 1 here, so it's easier for the user to read. And I'm going to also convert everything into lowercase, so I'll do dot lower. Then I'll ask the user to enter what color it is, and the options are green, yellow, and we're going to say black as opposed to gray, since we are already using G for green. If they enter a color that's not green, yellow, or black, it will print invalid input, and it will end this function. I want to create a list of words to remove, so I'll create an empty list right now, and this will eliminate words from the current word list after each iteration. We'll then go through each word in the word list, and we'll say if color is equal to G. We'll check if the letter is not in that position, we're going to eliminate it from the word list. So if word position is not equal to letter, words to remove dot append word. Else if the color is equal to yellow, if the letter is not in word, we're going to remove it because that letter has to be somewhere in the word. So words to remove dot append would. And we're also going to eliminate it from that position. So else if word position is equal to that letter, words to remove dot append word. Finally, we'll check if the color is equal to black, and we're going to say if the letter is in the word, words to remove dot append word. A problem with this code, however, is that let's say you enter a word that has 2 O's, but the actual word only has 1 O. The first O will either be green or yellow, and the second O will be black, so it will eliminate all words with O in them, even though there is an O in the word, so this causes an error. We have an easy way to fix this though. I'm going to create a list called letters, in Word, and I'll set this equal to an empty list. Then if the color's green, I'll say if the letter is not already in letters in Word, I'm going to append the letter to letters in Word. And I'm going to do the same thing for when it's yellow. Now I'll update this to say if the letter is not in letters in Word, I'm then going to remove it from the list. Otherwise, I'm going to check if the word position is equal to the letter, and then I'll remove that. Now I have finished this for loop for every word in words. Now that I'm complete with the for loop, I can remove the words that are in words to remove from all the total words. So I'll say for words and words to remove, words.remove word. Once I have gone through all 5 letters, I want to print all the remaining words, so I'll print words. And then I'll ask the user if they guessed correctly. And if their guess is correct, I'm going to print congrats you won, and then I'm going to end the function. And at the bottom here, I call the function. One quick fix, on line 36, it should say for word and words to remove. Now I'm going to run this, and it should work. And it says, what letter did you put in position 1? I put an A, and this is incorrect, so I'll put B, position 2, R, and it's yellow, I is also yellow, S, black, E, black. So now here it gives me a list of all remaining words, and it's actually not that many as you can see here. I like the word right, so let's enter right. So I'll do R-I-G-H-T, and I'll enter, and we see the letter R is now green, so that means it's in the correct position. I still in the incorrect position, but it's not in the second or third place. So did I guess correctly? No, I did not, because I did not get the answer. What did I put in position 1? I put an R, and this is green. Position 2, I put an I, and that's yellow. Position 3, I put a G, that's black. Position 4, H, incorrect. And position 5, T, and that's also incorrect. And look, there's only one possible word remaining, and it is Robin. So let's do that here. Let's enter it, and look at that, we get the word in just 3 tries. Did you guess the word correctly? Yes. And it says congrats, you won. Yes, we did win. And that's how to create a Wordle Solver that tells you all the remaining word possibilities. Next, we will write an algorithm that chooses the best possible Wordle word and automatically enters it into the Wordle website. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow along with this video series by subscribing and hitting the notification bell, or by clicking on the next video so that you can expand your knowledge about Python. And as always, I can't wait to see you next time.